We're going to have to get and go do that and try to get him loaded up. But isn't that the most beautiful face? Hey everybody, I am here. We are getting ready to go to the veterinarian. We had someone show up this weekend. That would be this big guy, and are basically adopting him, trying to get us both in the picture. It's kind of hard to do. Here we go. I'm going to come down on his level. He is a Great Pyrenees. Doesn't want to be on camera. He is a huge boy. I'm sitting right next to him. He is such a big boy. Anyway, story is he was hanging out on the road. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I don't know how long. My neighbors had seen them. Somebody was coming out feeding them. There was a couple of dogs. He's extremely skinny. You can see his hip bones, his ribs. He was covered in ticks. Here we go, trying to get him. So covered in ticks, extremely malnutrition. So basically, we brought him out here and got him in our chicken field, I guess. We wanted him to stay with our chickens. So he's kind of adopted us, but I think we've adopted him, and so we've been calling him Rhodey. He's been here for I think this is the 4th day. So we're taking him to the vet and getting some, vaccinations, and I gave him a pill to get rid of all the ticks, and those all dropped off, but I'm not 100% sure he doesn't have a tick illness. There's a neighborhood forum out here in this community, and there was talk of people seeing him and several dogs, and they believed they could be from a grow house operation out here, which in rural Oklahoma, they're on every mile section. But anyway, so, and he has also shown up on our trail cams. When Monty was checking the trail cams and stuff, we would see dogs, and he was with a pack of dogs. So anyway, so I just kind of wanted you guys to meet him. And he is a Great Pyrenees. We'll know more when we talk to the vet today, but he's got the double dew claws and all that, and I found out that that indicates, Great Pyrenees pretty much always have those double dew claws. So unless they've been removed, which his have not been removed. I don't think anybody has ever taken decent care of him. We've been feeding him 3 times a day since he's been here, and putting eggs on top and giving him big soup bones, and so I don't think he wants to leave, and I don't want him to leave. My husband keeps saying, don't get attached, and I said, I think it's too late. I think it's too late, Rhodey, huh? But he has just been the most gentle spirit, the most gentle, sweet, loving dog. He's in here with our chickens, and it's like he's been around them all of his life. So when we get the rest of our livestock, we've got some surprise babies coming soon, and he will be wonderful. So anyway, I'm getting the eye that Monty is ready to try to load him up, which I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. The truck kind of stopped. So we're going to have to get and go do that and try to get him loaded up. But isn't that the most beautiful face? We're calling him Rhodey because at one point, trying to get him onto our property out of the road and the bar ditch, he just laid down in the road with cars coming, and we couldn't move him. So we were able to stop the traffic, and thankfully a couple that had stopped in one of the cars, they got out to help us, and she was actually a veterinarian assistant at one time. So she kind of checked him over and didn't indicate that he had any issues, maybe brakes, or had been a hit by a car or whatever. So the gentleman that was with her was actually able to scoop him up and bring him up into our field, because this was literally right in front of our property, and I just did not want to see him get hit. No. So anyway, hence the name Rhodey. It just seemed right. It was going to be that or Samson, and I think he's a Rhodey. So we are getting ready to attempt. Look at this, man. Look at this face. How big it is. We are getting ready to attempt to put him in the truck, and pray all goes well with that. So we will keep you updated on Mr. Rhodey. And anyway, hope y'all have a great day. I hope our day is good. We will try to be sure to update. Okay. See ya. So the story is, I'm not sure if I can get us both in. He was a stray out here on the road. He's been with a couple other dogs running for a while, and he is very undernourished. He's probably got everything going on. We have just actually taken him to the vet. He's got heartworms. He's got hookworms. He's got parasites. They're going to go ahead and treat him for like the Rocky Mountain spotted fever, the tick-borne illnesses. So I'm getting ready to give him the medicine. He's just a sweetheart. We are so excited to have him here. And the vet said he was probably about 8 years old, maybe, give or take, you know. I think when the dogs have lived a hard life, they might not be quite as old as what their teeth and things like that appear. But anyway, we've been wanting a livestock guardian dog. Figured we were going to be getting a puppy. But so anyway, he found us. I did not go looking for him. He found us. I'm just so excited to keep him. He rode in the truck so good, nervous, anxious, you know, didn't want to go in the building, but never threw a fit, and never has shown any aggression in the few days we've had him. It's been raining, so we think he's just so happy to not be sleeping in the rain. We've got him a dry place with lots of dry straw. And I'm feeding him 3 times a day. He's getting big old soup bones, and had a good checkup. His attitude, everything was so good. He was so calm and sweet and not aggressive, you know, not scared. Oh, buddy. He's going to be so dirty. He already is dirty, but oh my goodness. Are you doing that so you can have a comfy place to lay? I don't want to attempt a bath just yet. We have nonstop rain. You can tell it's pretty cloudy again, so like we're gonna get more. We've got a few more days of it, and it's rained nonstop for 3 days, which is good because Oklahoma, we've been in a drought. But I would sure rather have it just a little bit at a time. So anyway, he's been in our field since that couple helped get him up here. We've been checking him out. We've been feeding him and everything we could. So today was the veterinarian. I had called them and they said, yeah, bring him in. I keep watching him to see how far he's going to dig. They said, you know, bring him in. And so basically he had a good checkup, but he does have heartworms. He probably has a tick-borne illness. Hookworms, parasites, and so the whole gamut. Yep. He made him a comfy place to lay down. So anyway, he's on quite a bit of medication, so I've got that in my pocket. And, well, I sat it down over there. I've got some beef fat in my pocket to hide the pills in, because they said no dairy, and I don't have hot dogs or anything to hide the pills in. It's I think it's like a doxycycline or something like that. Just to that's to kill or kind of remedy the tick-borne illness. We've had with our dogs out here. 2 of our boxers have both gotten Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Let's see if we can get him there. They've had Rocky Mountain spotted fever in the past since we've been at this property. So when I told the veterinarian that too, he said that they would go ahead and treat him for that. Because he said there was another one. There was another tick-borne illness that's very common. He said he was pretty sure he probably had that. So with the story in the background, his weight, his condition, now he was completely covered in ticks. I mean, so thick with ticks. And I'm sure fleas too. The next day I gave him one of Remy's NexGard. And within 24 hours they were just all falling off. And Remy's a big dog too. He weighs more than she does. So anyway, his ticks they're just gone. Whatever is left on him are the dead ones. But most of the dead ones have even just been, scratched off and brushed off. So thankfully he's not dealing with that anymore. So we do have, we've got more of that and the Heartgard medicine, things like that. So he's just been fully checked out. I think he's exhausted. So, such a sweetheart. He weighed 77 pounds. Did I say that yet or not? So I asked them, I said, okay, what is typical? Like 100 pounds for a Great Pyrenees? And they said, oh yeah, 100 to 130, So I was like, oh my gosh, so he is a big boy. We're going to try to get the weight on him. We're just going to keep trying to get all the weight on him we can. Oh, the roosters are running. I don't know if he'll ever reach those top numbers. He may or may not actually fully, get healed from all of these illnesses. The doctor seemed to think that he would do pretty good, and so where are they? Oh, the chickens don't know what to think about him, but you can see he acts like he's been around them forever, and they don't even faze him. And so, I mean, we couldn't ask for better, and we still will get a puppy here at some point, but to have one show up and choose us, pick us. I didn't go out looking for him, but to have him show up and find us, I'm just over the moon with him. He's just such a sweetheart. And I think part of it, when you kind of just see where they're coming from, and knowing that he hasn't had anything or anybody in so long, because he shouldn't weigh this. He shouldn't be in this condition. Monty has got trail cam videos. He said for several weeks now he's been seeing dogs, packs of dogs showing up on different trail cams, and this big boy has been with some of those packs. So we knew, and I had seen some pictures, and it's like, man, that's a big white dog. So when we saw him on the road, when our neighbor, sent me a picture and all that, we knew that it was probably him. So he's been running for a while. I don't think he's had anybody care for him in a while. So with all this rain and the storms and everything, he's so happy to have a dry place and just all the soup bones he can eat and lots of food. And so now we've got to get a little, medicine down him, but he's going to be doing good. So he's such a sweetheart. So I wanted to bring you along for that, and I will just have to give you guys updates on Rhodey. We did name him Rhodey, and So we will have some roadie TV. Hopefully he'll get to, who knows if he'll ever get a little livelier or if he's going to be this laid back. This laid back. So. Here's this boy. He's just sleeping. I mean, I hate to give him his medicine now because he's just catching a nap. He's had a busy few hours. Are you sleeping, buddy? Oh yeah, he's sleeping. The vet did say that his heart is running, his heart rate's, running pretty fast for what it should be, and so that's probably the heartworms. The doctor seems to think that the medicine and the heart guard that we're putting him on and things that they will kill, they'll weaken the heartworms, and then they won't be able to produce any more. So he really thinks he's got a good chance of coming out of this. So we're gonna go with that. And then here's all the chickens. So we'll keep you updated. Thanks for joining us on this, and we will see you next time.